Leo friends, welcome. I'm David. That's Tarotmylove, and I'm gonna do your singles read. This is for mid-June. All right, I'm gonna get my keys out of my pocket. Special on the beach edition. I should start calling it the Palapa edition. This is what I'm at the Palapa on the beach here in the Gulf Beach of Mexico, and I like to think this is a little bit different singles read. I'm gonna use a simple writer's weight deck. Very light colored, and I'm clarifying with the Klimt art deck here. Since I saw that, change it. So I'll always be clarifying with a full deck now, and it's different enough where I won't mix the cards up, because I swear to God I will. Sagittarius to the max here. So Leo, this is kind of special. We're just looking for your soulmate. I'm asking Spirit straight up with 8 cards to kind of show me what they're like and some things about them, get some how their head works and heart works, and some stories maybe. This is for, I say, super singles, completely singles. I like to see it as someone new. A lot of people keep saying it's people in their life. That makes sense. A lot of people say it reads them. That's interesting. I haven't even thought about the cross watchers till somebody mentioned. I had a very insightful, in-depth comment, obviously, and I thought, wow, I didn't consider that aspect that you're watching as a cross watcher. So be it. We want to get some insight. This is mainly my thought was just want some kind of singles read. I want to be helpful. So if they're tagging with what I'm saying, there's a good chance that that's your soulmate, and maybe give it some further investigation. I see this as a great read for a dating site. Get on there and start chatting people up, particularly women. I mean, it's like an avalanche, I'm guessing, for women. So just see who starts to resonate with this, and you might could find this person in this day and age without ever even actually meeting. At least get an idea, so you don't have to waste your time, making the rounds. All right, Leo, here we go. This is your person. Got the 9 of Cups. This is the emotional aspect, and Justice. Okay. And I also equate this with the moon and with the unconscious nature. Here, intellectually, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Page of Cups. That's interesting. I'm going to pull the whole thing. The Devil, this is in the sexual position. I don't think that's bad. And remember, this is your person, so in fact, I love the Devil right there. That's where the Devil belongs, in the bedroom. Seriously. Oh. Consenting adults, all things being equal, that's a perfect place to bring all your obsessions and compulsions and dark energy. Someone that might be very kinky, very passionate person here. Scorpio energy got written all over it in the world. Holy shit, guys. Um, you lucky bastards. um, wow. But the problem with this is, for this reading, is you're really not going to know a lot of this. Although with this Scorpio type energy, I'm not even looking at the other cards. I did with interest this Wheel of Fortune up here at the top, and I love seeing this Page of Cups down here, because this kind of person, maybe this is why they're your person, not an asshole, because they could be. I mean, they could be that person who really reads people and but they're a very sincere person. Not that, um, but wow. So 9 of Cups in Justice. So we've got a person too. I always look at the childhoods, and also keep in mind Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Never more than in this reading, because we're looking for significant energies. But I get pretty specific usually, Um, with the 9 of Cups and then Justice, you got Libra. I look at this being in the deep unconscious position here. And we could be looking at a Libra Moon person. Just make sure nothing blows away. But emotionally, is someone that's very solid. They're very content. This is just the way they always are. Um, Probably like their whole life. So the Libra moon would be somewhere nice, like a fire, maybe a fifth house Libra moon, ninth house Libra moon, somewhere kind of light and happy. Fifth house Libra moon, probably going to be someone that's creative somehow, and it also brings in a lot of beauty. Anyway, I see beauty. If it's a man, a handsome man, a woman, a very beautiful woman. If it's a man, it's like a little more boyish, handsome than rugged, uh, handsome. Let's put it that way. But very beautiful nonetheless, physically. Um, and so this is someone. Um, they don't need anybody. They're not emotionally needy. That kind of energy. But they're very concerned with relationships and with people. And but it might not be. They're not the kind of person who's probably going to just have you in their life. Their relationships will all be important to them, um, and they'll just be so much naturally kind of open um, and fair. I mean, the classic personality here of the Libra. We might be looking at a Libra sun, but thinking on that. But I really feel like this energy of, boy, with look at that sword up, whoever comes to them, I mean, this is a person. It's not the Libra like they don't want to cause trouble and cause fights. It's more the one that they got to speak the truth. So, um, if you come to them, even if you're a lover, and you come to them and give them, they might say to you, "Well, you were in the wrong. You shouldn't have done that. You should have done it this way since you asked me." They're going to tell it like it is. But not in an obnoxious way. It's just when people come to them. They're not like trying to cause trouble. But if someone comes to them and asks them for their opinion, they're going to give it uh, in a very, what they consider the important thing is a fair way. Everything has to be fair. I mean, they're the kind of person like, I don't know, like you might even see them, it's almost like an unconscious tick, like if they're preparing dinner, they want to make sure, God forbid, someone's got more potatoes on their plate than the other one, or more meatloaf or whatever it is, a larger portion of your Thai satay in one. And I want them to be all kind of equal. Um, I want to look at this is their lifestyle core values here. Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So, look at that in a minute, but that's interesting. The Six of Pentacles, the world and justice. So, it's a person that's very grounded. I'm not sure with this Wheel of Fortune what this means, but I have a feeling um, they may have had things turn in their favor. They may have, I don't know, and they have some kind of unusual mind, I think. This is in the top position, the intellect, Mercury, Sun. That would put their Mercury in some kind of a interesting position. You know, maybe their Mercury's conjunct Jupiter and it blows it up. But it's not so much here about a high IQ. I think it's that this person is just unusual. There's something about their mind that's very different. But, Wheel of Fortune is positive. Jupiter's associated with Jupiter. That's positive, expansive, um, inclusive kind of energy. It's the benefic, the great benefic. So it would be that kind of energy. And with justice down here, too, just be like a genuinely nice person, but not like, just want to keep the peace nice, wants to avoid any conflict nice. They're genuinely just thoughtful, and considerate person here um, with this Page of Cups. They could even have a water Mercury too, but I'm thinking more like a Scorpio because I think this is someone that does have this unique mind. And it could go so many different ways, but if we look at a Scorpio Mercury, They could still be a Libra sun here, and the moon doesn't matter. I think it's a Libra moon. Could be just a moon in the seventh house. We'll go with Libra moon. That's the feeling of it. Um, and a Venus and Mercury and Scorpio is potent, especially for looking underneath the surface, and bringing in this Jupiter energy. This is maybe someone, the way their mind works, they can see things that other people don't see. They can make connections that other people can't necessarily make. They're really good at that. That's what it is. People could be talking about this and that, and then they'll say something, and it might just bring everything to a halt because for a moment, or I don't know, maybe permanently, people may not even be able to grasp how this person is making the leap from point A to point B, but they do, and they because it's a very big picture thing they do, something big picture. They're not looking at the uh, forest. They're not looking at the trees. They're looking at the forest. Um, they're not looking at the details. They're seeing the process. The process. Yeah. And that's the way their mind works. So they likely would come up with just brilliant shit, and how to put it other than that. Stuff that they may have a way of phrasing things or just a way of seeing things. Like you could watch something, watch a movie with them, and they'll kind of give you their take. Ask them about the Matrix. Just do it. Do it. What do you think about the Matrix? Because that might get you to some crazy places. But I guarantee you, this person's going to have a very unique uh, view of any given situation that's probably a little bit different than everybody else's view. They could argue we all do, but no, we don't. This person's going to be a standout. I want to you how you're going to see them. They're going to stand out in a way, and you'll see that even on a date for a couple hours. You'll start to see kind of how their mind works. It might come off as a little quirky. Even it might take you a minute. Like they're classically they're going to make a comment, and it even might take a minute to grasp that it's funny and to go, oh yeah, I see what they're meaning, because they're just go off like on tangents, but they have a purpose. There's a connection. There's a reason. If they go off on something that seems like a tangent, give them a minute, or even ask them, and what does that have to do with what I just said? Because it may just seem like maybe they're not even fucking listening to me. What does boats got to do with the fact that I just told them my heart was broken and now I'm talking about boats? I mean, but they're responding to it in their own special way. um, I'm trying to look too because the bedroom looks like easy, and good thing they're your soulmate. They're probably gonna have experience in sex, I'm tell you. So I hope you're okay with that. I always say like with that, some do, some don't. This could be someone got a little bit older, at least past maybe their first Saturn return. You don't hire someone for a job that has no experience, right? You want to hire someone who has experience. But this is your person, so it doesn't really matter. They're not like they're going to be untrue to you or anything. This is the right one for you. I'm just saying. Um, they're pretty wide open, and I'm trying to think now. If we're looking at a Scorpio, Mercury, and possibly a Libra Sun, and I said this is screaming Scorpio, so I think they've got Venus on that Mercury. That might give you a little insight in how their mind works too. So, Venus on Mercury. Remember, Venus not only love and relationships, it's art and desire. So, their very desires joined with their mind. And it could be an artist that does maybe the way they communicate that is very different, comes to mind, is through art that is maybe unusual or dark or speaks to shadow work or that takes a minute to apprehend. But I get the feeling like whatever it is, it might not be unlike this somehow. And I get the feeling like it's the kind of art that once people look at it, like you kind of can't look away. It kind of draws you in and makes you go, even if you're not a person that's normally into art, you might take a minute and go, what the heck am I looking at here? Oh, wow. Kind of like that. And you know, or maybe they do both. You know, maybe they're just in some kind of creative energy here. Um, and I think here with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, this, yeah, um, we're looking at somebody that just gives it their all, whatever it is they do. I don't really know what they do other than they may, you know, it's hard to make money as an artist, but they might. But whatever they do, it's like they put everything into it. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's not saying that they're forever a bachelor or anything. You also got the Nine of Cups up here. You know, it's saying that this is the kind of person, they're self-contained. They don't need someone to fulfill them, you know, someone to make them feel good about themselves. Nine of Cups. And they don't need, with the Nine of Pentacles, anyone to pay the bills. They can take care of themselves. They don't need anyone to tell them what to do. They're very strong. So that means they're with you because they love you, not because they need you in any way, shape, or form. They purely love you. And they will. This is your soulmate. If you find this person, they're not going to have stories about bad childhoods. I don't. They may have some interesting stories about difficult past relationships because I think they're very passionate and drawn into things, and they might have this kind of artistic personality, if you know what I mean. Um, and so they probably have a lot of interesting stories to tell about, you know, various escapades from the past. And I think, you know, look for them in terms in the bedroom. Just be really wide, just to be really wide open, you know. And it'll definitely feel very sex to them. There's no weird stuff in their background. Not weird. I'm sorry to say that. There's no real challenge from childhood, emotional challenge. They're a pretty balanced person. So what's they're just bringing into the bedroom. Um, it's really good energy, even though it's the devil. I guess that's what I want to say. Don't say that. Don't see that as a bad thing. Of course, it's easy for me to say. I'm a Venus and Scorpio. So, you know. Um, and I didn't talk about what their Mars might be, but with the Libra personality, they may have a Virgo Mars, yeah, because you know you think of Virgo Mars being that Boy Scout, Girl Scout, but no, not when it's paired with the devil. Um, so it would just be someone that, in the way that they love you, you're going to add in that Virgo stuff. You know, so they're going to want to bring you a cup of coffee in the morning, and yeah, don't ever worry about having to change your oil again. You know, I'll be taken care of for the rest of your lives together. uh, but thank you guys. Appreciate you liking. Give me a thumbs up. Love it if you comment. It actually helps. And do appreciate everyone subscribing. Thank you.